Good morning. I'm back at it again. I made a video yesterday. I'm making another one today, obviously. So I don't really necessarily have much to talk about today. My week has been like really okay or whatever. It's been a pretty good week. I have not had a lot of morning sickness and stuff, but check out my Love Baby update or whatever to see that. You know what? That's what I should do. Or whatever. After this video, I should make a Love Baby update because it's really nice now. It's really nice. I'm at a different stage. But I wanted to talk a little bit, I guess, about like intuition and knowing. So I was having a conversation with someone, and I was like, well, you kind of made up your mind about your life before you came down here, came down here to live like on this world, because they're like, oh, God knows everything and stuff. He knows what you're already going to do. But I think that you know as well, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you know yourself and when you're connected. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But I believe in intuition, right? Like, I think everyone has good ESP or whatever. And like there's people that I have ESP with or whatever that like I can be like, oh, I wish they would come. I call out for them and then boom, they call me or whatever. Like when I was younger, I thought it was like fun, but now I'll be like, watch what you think about. Watch what you think about. But anyway, I think that a lot of times you have like good intuition. And people say gut, but I'm saying good intuition. Like some things you just kind of know. I don't like it when people like when I first was having like issues with my child's father or whatever, one of my friends, he was like, well, you knew that he was this type of person. And I was like, I had no idea. I was like, how was I to know? He was like, you knew because your gut told you. I was like, my gut didn't tell me that. Like, what? So I don't like it when people try to use it as a automatic thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that that's like, that's not real. Because some people aren't really in tune with their intuition. So even if something was trying to tell them, like, it wouldn't come across in that way. But sometimes you're like, you're really on point and stuff with your intuition. Like, this is like, my camera, I think it's because it's broken. It's like a crack right through the lens. So I think that has something to do with it. But anyway, I'm going to continue or whatever. So like, I don't think it's like an automatic like that. But I think a lot of times, like, or whatever. There's a lot of stuff that I've asked people and they're like, oh yeah, actually, yes. And what made you think to ask me that? Like, what made you think of that? And I was like, oh, I just thought about it, And so I think that it's important to trust like that feeling inside, to trust your intuition. I think a lot of times the universe and God and stuff is trying to guide you. It's trying to get you to do like certain things, it's trying to show you certain things or whatever. So I think it's really important to like trust those things because it's leading you down like the path that was created for you or whatever. And so lately I've been like really on point with my intuition. So it was a day this week I had a dentist appointment. Someone was supposed to pick up my child. And it was just a bad day. Like all day weird stuff had been happening. It was a bad day. Like I spilled pizza all over myself. I dropped my soda. Like I got into it with my supervisor. I mean, that ended up being good, but that's for a different something that I'm working on or whatever. But it was just like one of those days. And I was like, I'm going to reschedule my dentist appointment. And my colleague was like, what? Like, why? Why would you do that? And I was like, no, I just feel like it's not a good day for it. Something is going on. I keep getting all these signs. I keep getting this feeling like I'm just going to go ahead and cancel. I don't have like a specific reason to cancel, but I just think that it's a good idea to cancel. Okay, so I called and I canceled. Boom. or whatever. And so this is when my phone was broken. So I'm messaging the person that's supposed to pick up my kid and stuff like that. I'm not getting a reply. So I just called the daycare. I'm like, is he picked up? You know, and he wasn't. So when I picked him up. But if I would have went to the dentist appointment, I would not have picked him up. I would have been at the dentist or whatever. So anyway, fast forward, I talked to the person and they're like, oh my God, I totally forgot. Then I didn't have the car or whatever, this and that, you know, like it was a thing and stuff. But it was like a good thing that I canceled, even though at the time I did not have a logical reason to cancel. And I don't mind going to the dentist. I'm not one of those like, the dentist scares me. I've been going to the dentist my entire life or whatever. So it's just, you know, just another doctor's appointment or whatever. So but it's like, if I have not been in tune the way that I've been in tune, I would never have canceled that dentist appointment. I would have just went anyway. I would have been like, I have this appointment, I'm going to go to this appointment or whatever. But because I've been more in tune with my intuition, and I really have not been arguing with myself, if that makes sense. Like a lot of times, especially like Virgos, especially like worriers or people that overanalyze, these are things that all describe me. Like they don't always trust themselves. We don't always trust ourselves or whatever. But lately I'm like, well, whatever. Like, this is how I feel, this is what I want, this is what it is, this is what I'm going to go with. I'm just going to trust it or whatever. And so since I've been trusting myself, it's been like really nice. And even like with my connections with people, I'm like, no, this is not right. This is not what I want. This is not how I want to feel, you know? So I'm not, I don't want to participate in the connection anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to feel a different way. So I need to attract things that allow me to feel a different way within a connection or whatever. And it's not a bad thing. It's not from a bad place. It's just like being in tune with what you need, being in tune with what works for you and what vibrations will help you grow the best or whatever. So anyway, that's my little intuition spiel. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. And I was listening to someone, I was listening to like one of my little motivational videos and stuff like that, because like I'm all into that. And they were like, why would you trust yourself sometimes and not other times? Like why would God have your intuition be right sometimes and not other times? And I mean, like, if you're in a healthy space, if you're in an unhealthy space or whatever, where you're not thinking straight and stuff like that, it might be worth it to step back, calm down, really analyze and take a look at the situation, really analyze and take a look at your feelings. But if you're in the right mind or whatever, like, just go with what you know, trust yourself. Be like, man, my little sister real good for that. She be like, something ain't right, I don't want it. like, you know, like, I'm not allowed to put too much thought in it. It don't feel right, I'm not gonna mess with it, you know? And, you know, you don't want to confuse that with, like, just fear and stuff. That's why I say when you're in a healthy mind. But anyway, so that's all I got. That's what I wanted to share. I hope this is a benefit to you. It's beautiful outside once again. I just love this weather. I'm so excited this weekend. I'm getting all beautified. I wanted to do it this week, but this week was just so off. And actually, I don't like taking time away from my son. Like, because I feel like during the week you have such a small period of time or whatever to be. I have such a small period of time to be with him after I pick him up from daycare and stuff like that, that I don't, you know, I like to prioritize my time accordingly or whatever and make sure that he gets time or whatever. And then the weekend is so wide open, I have more time to, you know, give to myself. I'm not saying don't give time to yourself during the week. I'm just saying, you know, like, sometimes it can be challenging or whatever if you're doing everything you need to do for your child or whatever and they go to bed so early. I go to bed early. But I'm excited about my little beautifying this weekend. I think I'm gonna get some highlights in my nails, you know, the regular. I might get some lashes, but I don't like the lash extensions or whatever. Those are too expensive. I ain't got time for that. I mean, it's not that expensive, but I'm like, nah, I don't want something in my eye for that long, right? And then like I go and I get the little individuals sometimes, but then they want to put too much glue on there, and I really hate messing up what God has given me to be of man. I really hate that. You know what I'm saying? Because God, I feel like God really hooked me up. My mom and my daddy, they did good getting together. Like, they did good. That was divine. But anyway, that's all I got. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.